Hello, welcome to the Page Between Oracle channel. I am Paige, and we're here to do the weekend read for the collective, the weekend of September 6th and 7th. Now this weekend we have a full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces on the 7th, and so we're going to use all of the Moonology Oracle decks for this reading. So thank you all for being here. Those brand new, those returning, welcome and welcome back. I do hope that the message that you came here to receive is here for you. So for career and finance, we're going to use Moonology Oracle cards. For relationships, Moonology messages. And for general and daily, we're going to use Moonology manifestation. We're going to begin with a Wisdom Oracle card. I'm going to keep this book out. And then I thought we would do an affirmation card from Louise Hay. So a little bit about the full moon lunar eclipse. This is a time for releasing. Full moons always are, but the lunar eclipse eclipses you will eclipse something out of your life. That's what we do. But we also have a new moon a new moon eclipse. I don't know if it's lunar, in a couple of weeks, and that one's in Virgo. And so that when we release with this full moon, this weekend, and it will take a few days, after the eclipse. When you eclipse something out of your life, that makes room for the new moon and the eclipse with the new moon at the end of the month or in a couple of weeks. So let's begin. Now, all of the decks have been pre-shuffled, and as I always like to say, the more we use our intuition, the more it strengthens, which is what we promote on this channel. Messages and energies for the collective. Weekend read, September 6th and 7th. Unfinished Symphony. And the time on the bottom is time to go. So let's take a look at what Unfinished Symphony is all about real quick. Unfinished business, an incomplete lesson, lack of closure, the need to make amends. This is the time to tie up the loose ends as you near the completion of a cycle or project and mastery of a lesson or skill. Before you can move forward, it's important that you come to terms with where you are now. Practice radical acceptance. Take inventory so that emotional and psychological closure can occur and the answers you seek will be found. You can't move forward if you are leaving things unfinished. Reflect on what has passed so that the symphony can finally end on a high note, which is a perfect card for the full moon lunar eclipse that we were just talking about. So let's take a look at what the time to go. Endings, completion, walk away from something because there is nothing else to learn or experience. That's very nice that those two are kind of synchronized. Let's move on to Louise Hay affirmation card for the collective. Weekend read, September 6th and 7th. All right, the card is, I have the self-esteem, power, and confidence to move forward in life with ease. And then, this is the only time I get to live today. I choose to enjoy it. We'll move on to career and finance for the collective for the weekend, September 6th and 7th. Messages and energies for the collective. Surrender to the divine. It's time to release negativity. Bring love into the situation. And if you use these cards for this subject, keep in mind this is something dear to your heart. And look at all of the cards have the same hue. If you read in color, I like to point that out, And this one's the same hue too, actually. Same violet. All right. next card out would be your commitment is being tested. Actually, I'm going to leave this one out just as a reference. With it being a full moon lunar eclipse, this might mean something for each of you in different ways. So on the bottom is a fiery climax approaches. We'll move on to relationships for the collective weekend, September 6th and 7th. Messages and energies coming through for the collective. Seek healing. Abundance. I like that, right smack center in the middle. Meant to be. And abundance could be, and you know, it could be financial, it could be love, it could be whatever abundance means to you. Meant to be is the next card out. I didn't mean to, you know, kind of go back to the abundance. Self-regulation is the next card out. And then on the bottom, process your feelings. Okay, so general and daily for the collective weekend read, September 6th and 7th. Messages and energies for the collective. Unleash your kindest self. Relax. Honor your feelings. Next card out would be take inspired action. And then on the bottom, reflect on your priorities. Collective, if you'd like to pause the video here or take a snapshot of the cards so that you have a little more time to intuit your read, I must say that the whole read itself, it really feels like it's meant to, you know, it's about the full moon. There's a lot of healing cards. There's a lot of emotion cards, which is what the full moon is all about. So I think it's a very powerful reading, and it's right on track here, right on time. So thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you in our next read. Until then, take care.